What is up, guys? Annie's here, Guild Forever, going to be doing a brief little reaction for Fuuto PI episode 7. So we're starting a new I guess you could say arc. I mean, we're starting something new after the events that took place with the manager, crazy gamer trying to kill a freaking a mascot girl with involving a game. You know what we went through last episode. And now we are dealing with a hidden mystery within a mansion. I don't know why, but I feel like this story is being referenced from something. I know it is, but I just can't remember what. I do know that I like this mystery aspect to it, where basically they have to figure out who is exactly the monster. And the fact that one of the bridal candidates was killed off. And I noticed it happened during, it happened not long after the whole argument between blonde bombshell and Mrs. Kimono. When they were arguing, not long after that, they were attacked. So, I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's Kana. Kana, you know, the girl in white. I don't know why, but I have a suspicious feeling it's her, because the moment she decided to come out and like let them know, like, oh, she wants to get out or she's afraid, this and that, when she played that whole act, that's when we found the body. I don't know why, but I feel like this woman Kana is putting on an act. She's bullshitting. I'm almost like 50 to 60% certain it's her, due to how she's acted from what we've seen. And I don't want to make it too obvious and feel like, oh, it could be the blondie, or it could have, yeah, like it could have been the blondie or something, or it could have been that woman. I keep forgetting her name, but the one in the Chinese dress, where she was like, well, how do we know, let's just say, if it attacked again, what if she's one of the candidates? Would you still marry her? And it's like, you damn straight I would. Whew. I like me a freak. I'm joking. You didn't say that, but you get my point. But yeah, so one could argue it's the woman in the Chinese dress, since she's the one that made that statement. But I feel like that's too easy. Like, that's way too easy. I don't think it's her. I personally believed it's Kana, due to how she conveniently showed up not long after discovering the body. I don't know why I'm thinking of Among Us as I talk about this. Like, I'm actually like I don't know why I'm thinking of Among Us, but that's the vibe I'm getting. I'm not sure if you guys feel the same, but that's what I feel when I watch this episode. It was still fun to see, though, especially when we finally see them henshin. Honestly, for me, the henshin forms are like very rare to see. Of course, they're focusing more on the character and detective aspect of it, like I mentioned previous videos. I mean, at first I was kind of mixed on it, because I want to see more henshins more than anything. But the story, the characters, how things are progressing, I'm enjoying it so much that I don't mind the limited henshins. I mean, they put a good amount of animation into those sequences, so that's probably why they're limiting how much they do it, because of, I mean, it's crazy effects. So it's like, hey, I can't afford to be doing high-end rendered effects like that every episode. So again, that's just my thoughts on it. But yeah, I like this, though. I like this mystery aspect of it. At first I thought it was the owner. I don't know why my mind went there. I guess maybe it's, honestly, everyone in this mansion is crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. Everyone here is fucking crazy. There's not a single sane person here except maybe Kana. Again, assuming she's not actually the killer. Again, that's just based on an assumption. I don't know 100% sure who's the killer. I personally feel like it definitely is one of the bridal candidates, because they're all trying to compete to marry him and get his, to get that money. You know what I mean? To get the money. So I do believe it's one of the candidates. It's one of the candidates that possibly might get married to him. And Kana can say all she wants to, like, oh, I want to leave this and that, but I don't think it's ever directly mentioned whether they're. I'm pretty sure they're all here of their own will. Like, there's not a single other person that went to Shotaro or Philip other than Kana. From what Kana said, it's making that's from the way she acted and the way how she pleaded for help. It really made me set in stone that it was actually the owner that was the monster and doing this crazy shit because of, I'm not sure, maybe he's got a fetish of some sort. I don't know. So that, again, that's why I thought maybe it was the owner, but the owner hasn't given any signs whether it's him, but there has been a few signs and a few little subtleties that make me believe it could be the one of the bridal candidates. I'm not sure. I am interested though. It has piqued my interest, so I'm definitely looking forward to next week's episode, seeing what exactly is going on in this crazy mansion. But hey, you guys let me know. Who do you think is the culprit from what we've seen? Again, me personally, I think it's Kana. I feel like there was enough hinted, like a few subtle hints here and there to make me believe that. Again, unless they want to make it easy and just make it the woman in the Chinese dress because of what she said. That would be too easy. That would be way too easy. And the owner being, I mean, the owner, no. I was going to say the grandma, but I feel like that's reaching. I feel like personally that's reaching. So again, one of the bridal candidates. You guys let me know, who do you believe is the actual culprit? Quite a mystery we got going here. Quite a mystery. And very interested in seeing who the culprit is and, like, how is the owner really going to react? Like, are you really about to marry someone that pretty much killed in cold blood one of your, like one of your potential brides? And one other thing. I mean, he did say he's going with whatever decision the grandmother makes for him, but I mean, aren't most, like, rich, successful men have multiple wives? Again, I know that's a very old school way of looking at it, but I feel like, I feel like that would just make it easier. That way there is no killing. But then again, if I'm right about this, and it really is one of the brides actually killed off one of the candidates, they don't really care about him. They just want his money. Like dead ass. They don't really care about him. Assuming. We haven't really seen a whole lot in regards to their interaction with the owner. Yeah, we can see that they're very flirtatious, which in all retrospects, yeah, they should be if they're trying to get his money. Because again, in this scenario, looks do not matter because he's rich, he's got status. Getting a good-looking woman is not going to be hard for this dude. He just wants to make sure he marries the right one. So that's why he's having the grandmother organize all this. And yeah, but let's have some fun with it though. Let's have some fun with it, since we did see all their faces toward the end. For those of you guys watching this review, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Out of the candidates we've seen, and yes, that includes the one that died, which one would you pick? Again, I mean, you can factor in looks if you want to, but we're going strictly off first impressions of what we've seen of them. And be careful though, because whatever you pick, I want you to stick with it toward the end. Whichever woman you pick, stick with it toward the end, because that'll show whether you ended up with an actual, like, good woman, or you ended up picking the monster. Me personally, I don't know why I'm not picking Kana, that's for sure. Chinese dress girl did kind of throw me off with what she said toward the end. Honestly, if she was still alive, I'd probably pick Kimono Girl. Again, that's just me. I'd probably pick her. I was debating between Kimono Girl and like Miss Fickums, but I don't know. The fact that she's 21, yes, she's of legal age, but I don't know. The fact that she's barely getting into adulthood, I don't know. I feel like she's too young. At least in my opinion, she's too young. So that's why I went with the Kimono Girl. I would have picked Kana, but I don't know why. In the back of my mind, I feel like she's the creature, the monster, the Dopan, however you say it. So, yeah. Let me know which one you would pick in the comment section down below and why. And then, what's the next thing I wanted to ask? And again, who do you think it's actually the monster, if you could decide? So yeah, those two comments I want to see. I want to see which one out of the 4 candidates, yes, again, the one that was alive, which one would you pick? And stick with that toward the end to show whether you got the monster or you got an actual bride. So yeah. And then you give your theory on who the monster is. But anyway, guys, that's it for this one. See you guys all next time. Peace. I'm out.